Hello, my dear babies. Welcome to your reading. This is part 2 of the reading for the Maldek Starseeds. And the next messages coming in are, first of all, for your relationships, your approach to relationships. How are your elders guiding you to approach? It's the card Vesica Pisces. Enlightenment. They're calling you to approach all your significant relationships as a means, a path of and to and for enlightenment. Basically, to see yourself in the other person, or at least try to. If you find yourself in the other person, it is meant for you. If not, not. But most of you already knew that. It's a message of unconditional love. It's a message of cutting away the cords of the past, of hurtful events, and allowing for a far deeper future, I heard. Yes, you no longer have a home planet, but this basically means that you're free to roam the universe now, even more than other soul seeds. So, out of that cataclysm and trauma comes a whole new opportunity for you to create bonds with beings from so many other realms. Because you will go incarnate in so many other realms. And you already are. And beings from other realms are here open to open their arms for you. It's beautiful. Now, I have some shadow work messages for you. First of all, you've got the Son of Pentacles in reverse. I sense many of you have been through intense turmoils and depression moments. I'm sorry for that. I understand you. I know what that is. There's a message here for you of stop looking down. The sun is up. Stop looking down, the way is up. The shadow work for you is based on the following. Gilded regret. It makes a lot of sense that you have this card, considering your soul history and end event of Maldek. You also have the card Alone in the World. And this is because of these two. It's the fact that because of your soul journey and the kind of collective trauma that you have embedded into your soul memory, it's like many times you might have felt guilt around you and you did not even know where it came from. It may also be very much associated, like your childhood experiences of this lifetime might have deepened that feeling, especially for those of you who grow up in narcissistic families. And because of all of that, you feel terribly alone in the world. We all do. It's it's heavy to feel like that. But I have a message of beauty in it. Because if you feel like that, if you feel alone in a world of shadows and in a world of regrets, in a world of sickness, because this is what the current human world is. If you feel alone in this kind of world, rejoice, because it means that you are not part of that. It means you're not part of the corruption. And I hope now, when you're watching this video, you don't feel alone anymore. I hope you feel I am with you. And I hope this means something. And if you want to just talk, if you are in such moments, contact me. There's also a message of sacrifice for you. You have a message, you have a mission in this lifetime that will, at some point, you will feel this calling of somehow sacrificing yourself for humanity. And don't worry, it mustn't be like a savage sacrifice. It's more like a meaning of selflessly dedicating yourself to a cause. And well, since you are looking at this video, we all know what that cause is. And there is something beautiful in this cause. Calling the storm. You know there is a war happening in our lifetime. And you're part of that war. And again, the fact that you found this video is no mistake. You're part of that war. And you're part of, like, look, this very sacrifice card. The character here is a warrior holding a sword. I don't know how clearly you can see it on the video, but this is the depiction. You have clarity, and you have the voice of truth ahead of you. So, by dedicating yourself to this cause right now of awakening humanity, you will bring peace to you, soul-wise. And this message came through in part 1 of the reading as well. Now, in terms of lessons that are of value here for you in this lifetime, we first got this card, which, by the depiction of it, it looks to me like you are looking at the sacrifice, at the catastrophe that happened. And you're feeling alone. But you're not. There's more of a message. There are more messages, yeah. It's either you having children, on one hand. On another hand, you finding someone who is like a guru who is like a mother, like a mother figure, and offers you the mother energy of kindness and love and unconditional appreciation, and holding you like a child. You're not alone. You've never been. Message here for you is to allow yourselves to feel this love unconditionally as well. Because you have great heaviness, and it's a challenge for you to allow yourselves to feel this love. You're meant to follow the path of the saints, which is far away from society, far away from the common stream of how people go. Now, in terms of your talking about career, talking about the legacy you offer, and your public image as well, and your karma. You've got here the first card of the Chariot. So I instantly get this message of exactly what happened to you as a collective after the end event of Maldek. You were forced to go on something like a parade of the dead and find a new place for you. You basically became nomads, soul-wise. You became nomads. And it's as if this became your legacy of traveling, but you found a place where you were received with an open heart. Oh, my baby. It's, at first I thought it's humanity, but it's Gaia. It's Gaia herself. She is a mother. This planet, it's no mistake that there is this notion of Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. She is a mother. She's got the mother vibe. She accepted you with open, well, she doesn't have arms, but with an open heart. Like a mother, she accepted you like her own children. And this is so beautiful. I want to cry. There's so much love for you. Just tune into Gaia. This is so beautiful. She wants to offer you love because she knows how much you deserve it. And the thing is that you had options, and you have options of coming incarnate in many places. But many of you chose without even knowing exactly what it would be. You just chose to forget about what happened on Maldek. But don't forget, and Gaia is telling you, don't forget, I am here with you, and I am here for you, and we are meant to heal together. There is justice coming in for everyone. And those who destroyed are meant to be destroyed. It's beautiful. There is beauty in everything at the end. And you're meant to find this beauty, especially within yourselves, and recreate yourselves. You're meant to be at peace, and you're meant to find peace by the journey of this lifetime. Yes, Temperance. You already got that card in another pile. It's healing. It's putting things in balance again, soul-wise. I heard you've done this before, and you've been here before. I'm getting multiple messages. Like, there are many like you. There are many of your generation healing you. In terms of like-minded people and friends, and also windfalls from your hard work and karmic work. No wonder you got the Earth School card. It says life lessons, soul growth, study, high learning, higher learning. But you came here with a mission, as shown in the previous reading. And I wanted to clarify for this card, and it says, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Fall into my arms. Like, look, Earth School, fall into my arms. You see the imagery? It's the way Gaia received you. With love. And awaiting to heal you. And there are many healers on this earth. Whether we're talking about earth seeds or other seeds, there are many healers. And you're meant to heal together in many ways. Spiritually, we'll just see the cards and I'll tell you the message. It's kind of like a closing of your cycle here on Earth. You have Seven of Wands, something you fought for, and many times you've also been defensive in many ways. Defensive in terms of you remembering who you are as well, because of the heaviness that this memory brings. But the way to integrate that is through the King of Cups, and you had the King of Cups before in the reading, in part 1 of the reading. Accepting love, accepting the deep, deep love you have for everyone, and especially for yourselves. And for your collective. Even though many of you can't forgive those of you in the collective who are responsible for the destruction of the planet. And many of you think that you are responsible as well for this cataclysm. Find love there to forgive yourselves. Find the love to forgive yourselves. And the others. And if you don't have the heaviness within you, if you're not one of the whether it's both of forgiving you and the others, whether it's just one of them, go with it. But I think it's both. It's a message of forgiving yourselves for allowing this to happen. And you will have victory. You will have victory in achieving your purpose, your mission, in balancing the scales through these lifetimes on Earth. And you chose a few on Earth. You chose a few. Now, in terms of astrological combos, and don't get me wrong, you don't have to have them in your chart, and neither by transits. It's just the wisdom of these astrological combos. You've got Uranus and Gemini. This is very powerful because it's a lot about communication and mental processes and being aware, being very much aware, and being truthful, and everything you communicate coming from truth. Your siblings, your brothers and sisters being your friends, and your friends being like brothers and sisters to you, and having strong communities of like-minded people to spread the truth with together. You're meant to achieve this. Then you have Sagittarius and the Sun, and this is double fire energy. So it's basically like there are three groups of Maldek seeds. One of them is this, represented by Uranus in Gemini. So it's, again, you don't have to have Uranus in Gemini. But Uranus will be in Gemini in our lifetimes. So that may be a powerful time for you. Those of you who feel very much connected to the throat chakra, to communication, to spreading the truth. And a lot about what I said with friends and communities and like-minded people, and maybe even like building communities and stuff like that, or just spreading the truth using social media to spread the truth, being basically awakeners, and not just with social media, not also with one-on-one interactions. The other group is that of the Sun and Sagittarius archetype, and this is very fiery. These are the nomads. These are the gurus. These are the ones who have a lot to teach. You might have been the, let's say, elder ones in the. I'm sorry. It's late for me. You might have been the elder ones when the destruction occurred, and you have a lot to teach, or just by this very event of your species, you have a lot to teach humanity and many others, of not allowing them to go too far by the example of what happened to your species. And it's a message of, the thing is that you yourselves got the message of higher learning, and Sagittarius is that, the sign of higher learning. So you're basically meant to offer the world right now lessons, spiritual lessons of many sorts and from many places, from many backgrounds. You have the capacity to create a lot, to manifest a lot, and a lot of what you are manifesting is, well, abundance, and especially like not just material abundance, but also intellectual abundance, mental abundance for you and for other people. And this is the way, this is how you are meant to guide yourselves and others in this life. And it's very beautiful. And again, every time the sun is in Sagittarius for this specific group of Maldek seeds, it's a powerful moment. And especially if you are Sagittarius as well, whether by sun, moon, or ascendant, or if you have Sagittarius in a powerful position in your chart, in your birth chart. Now, the third group of Maldek seeds here, you have Mars and Neptune. So this is a spiritual warrior. It's exactly like that card. Just a moment. Like this card here. It's a spiritual warrior dedicating themselves to a purpose, a higher calling, something you can offer yourselves to. You can dedicate yourselves to and fight for it. And fight for it in a deep way, in a way that goes beyond individual identity, in a way that goes beyond individual purposes. It's more about the greatest good of all. You basically understood how powerful it is to dedicate yourselves to the greatest good of all and how much you can achieve with that. And you're meant to do that here, to embody this archetype. The wise old soul who is a warrior. And congratulations for that. So, this is basically the reading for the Maldek seeds. As I said in the previous video, I thank you and I love you, my babies. And no matter what happens, never abandon yourselves and keep shining. You are powerful. And you're never alone. At least I am with you. Soul-wise, I am with you.